Brave man.
It's okay. And I understand what you're saying, because as a man of God and religion, you have to see the good in everybody. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. You do.
That's a Christian way.
You know what I mean?
Christian way.
You have to. You know what I mean? You know, and obviously.
It doesn't mean I'm blinkered though, because don't get me wrong,
of course.
if somebody does something wrong, they should be punished.
Of course, yeah. Whether they're white or anything, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of questions we get asked all the time, you know. When you're on live stream and you put videos up and then you've got people going, what about our people? You know what I mean? If we was allowed to deal with these that do cause problems, as much as we are allowed to deal with the white people that cause the problems, you doubt them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You
Well
know,
said, Mick.
But
Well said.
it also seems that the government hide them away. How are we going to integrate them into society if not one of them willing to come and talk to you, whether you've got a camera or you're just a freestanding person?
Yeah, so my experience has been that I have been able to engage with them when I've been with people from there. They've come and sought us out and we've spoken to them. But again, it all comes down to how, I think, from what I hear from speaking to people, it comes down that we can argue all day long about them being illegal and coming into the country illegally. At the end of the day, if you process people quickly, you can then decide based on whatever metric you're going to use whether they stay or go. That's what needs to happen, because that's what needs to happen. You just need to process it. Why does it take 5 years to process an application?
Because it's a volume. It's a volume of these people.
But then, so somebody said to me the other day, I think, and I don't like, I mean, I'm not going to give anybody my political views. However, the Green Party, or maybe the Liberal Democrats, I can't remember who it said it was, surely it would be better to spend hundreds of millions of pounds processing the backlog and save money on the hotels going forward. That sounded like a reasonable idea to me.
Yeah, but it's
that
not,
actually to do that.
It's not going
Where's the money for our own? Where's the money for our own?
That's not
your fault, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course it's not your fault. You know, like I said, how are we going to integrate these people into society?
See, I don't think so. A lady over there was right about we look after our own. I think it's not either or.
Yeah.
When will the church?
There were third educated everyone. When Islam and the people who want to turn it into a legal thing came into it, they took all women's rights away. And this is what you are loosening.
See, I don't believe it's all about Islam. It's not all about Islam, because if you start bringing in religions and things like that, you're gonna be seen as a far right racist.
What's happened?